Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm actually really excited for today's video. Today we're going to be doing the first ever series check-in. So I was heavily inspired by Becca in the books. I will link her channel down below. If you have not watched any of her videos, I highly recommend them. If you enjoy a very good, thorough review of a book, she's definitely the one to watch. She gives the most beautiful reviews and I genuinely enjoy her channel. I just recently saw a video from her where she did a series check-in and I thought this would be such a great idea for a series on my channel because I think I'm a little bit notorious for being in the middle of about 1,000 different series. Now this first series check-in, I think I'm gonna do these every 6 months or so, is going to be a lot longer than the rest of them, I hope, because this is gonna be sort of my intro. I'm gonna be going over all of the series that I have start and finished, and by finished, that may also mean there's other books coming out in the future, but I'm caught up. I'm gonna talk about series that I started and I will not finish. I don't plan on finishing them, so that's gonna be something I probably won't talk about moving forward. And then we're going to talk about the biggest stack of all the series I'm in the middle of that I desperately need to finish. So we're gonna get started with the section of series that are series that I've started and I have absolutely no plans on finishing. I think, like I said, this is gonna be only talked about in this video, so if you don't see me talk about these books in any future series check-in videos, that is why. We'll always refer you guys back to this one. So at first we have The Clown in a Cornfield series by Adam Cesar. I read the first book in this. This is a YA horror slasher. Definitely something that's right up my alley. I just could not get with this book. I did not enjoy it. I did not have a great time with it. It felt like I just didn't care about the characters, and I think that's such a huge important part for me when reading a series is if I want to continue, it's because I care about these characters, and I just didn't care about any of these. Next, I will not be continuing in the, I don't even know what this is called, but this is One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. I read this book. This is a YA thriller. I thought it was great. It was a really fun, twisty, good time. I just, again, don't care enough about these characters to continue in this series. This one I think is going to hurt a lot of people's feelings and I don't want it to. This is a me problem. This is not a you problem. Trust me, it is my fault. I will not be continuing with the Silver Under Nightfall series by Rin Chapeko. I thought I would love this. It is very vampire, fantasy, romance, and I just, once again, did not care about these characters. I did not care about this plot. Anytime a plot point would happen that was a huge, major plot point, it went by within the chapter and it wasn't expanded upon, and I just didn't love this. Although the cover art is so beautiful. This one is an I don't know. I don't think so, but I won't be continuing on in whatever interconnected standalone series The Spell Shop is in. This is a very beautiful, whimsical, fairy tale-esque, cozy fantasy, and the prequel, I guess, to this just came out, The Enchanted Garden? The Enchanted Garden, I think. I don't need it. I don't want to read it. It's beautiful and cozy and lovely, but just not for me. I will also not be continuing in this Deadly Inside Scoop series. I did read the first 3. No, I read the first 2. I read this, which is a Deadly Inside Scoop, and Game of Cones. This is by Abby Collette. I loved these. They're very cozy, fun little mysteries involving an ice cream shop and the owner. I like cozy mystery. I don't want to contradict myself because there are books that I will be continuing on in the series that are cozy mystery, but I just didn't need another one. I don't know. I just don't think I'm going to continue with this. Maybe in the future, but not right now. This is also a little bit of a mini series that I'm kind of shocked I'm not continuing in, but I just don't think I care enough. This is the My Roommate is a Vampire kind of series by Jenna Levine. This one was really great. I actually really enjoyed the romance in this. There has been one book that has just recently released and I think another one coming out soon in this series. Again, it's not something I'm like itching, clawing at the bit to get. It's just, I don't think I'm going to continue with this one. This one also might come as a shock because I loved this book so much. I also loved the sequel. This is The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. Again, I really love this book. I think I gave it 5 stars and I really enjoyed the sequel and I love this group of older retired people solving mysteries. I just don't have the itch to continue reading this series quite yet and I think it's going to be put on the back burner and I don't think I'm going to continue it. Now these next 2 books, in my opinion, I would put them in the completed series pile. But because these authors have added other books to the end of the series and additional items to it, I just don't care enough. I fear that I think these these have been perfect as a trilogy and shouldn't be continued. That is The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. I read the 3 books. I think it's a trilogy, if I'm being honest with you. But I know she added a novella, and I'm sure there's gonna be other books. I'm good. I'm good with the trilogy. It's a great trilogy. I'm moving on. And same with this one. This is The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I thought this was just a trilogy. She's now been doing other things with this. I'm good. I think the trilogy was great, and I'm moving past it. So those are the books that I don't plan on continuing within their series. Again, I probably won't talk about them ever again unless for some reason I do end up continuing. But yeah, we're just moving past those. Next, we're gonna talk about series that I have completed / maybe books are coming out for. I'm caught up. I'm great. I don't need to worry about these. This I'll probably continue to talk about, but only with the books that are still coming out, still being published. Some of these are completely done. Won't talk about them again. I figured we could chat about them. At first, we have the Ninth House series by Leigh Bardugo. I thought this was just gonna be a trilogy, but Hellbent ended on a cliffhanger, so I have a feeling there's going to be a 3rd book, but I'm caught up. I have read the first 2. I love this series. It's dark academia. It's like demons. It's really, really great, really, really fun. I do think the first 50 pages are the biggest slog to get through because it's a lot of info dump, but once you get past it, it is amazing, and I love this. This series is completed, and I have also completed it. It is The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. I read the trilogy. It was just fine. It's a YA, very YA romance series. It's perfectly done, and I have completed it. Now, I can only hope that more books come out in this series, but again, I'm not too sure, but I am completely caught up, and that is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins, with both the original trilogy as well as the 2 latest books. Completely caught up, very grateful for that. I don't think I need to explain what The Hunger Games is. I have completely finished the Caraval trilogy, although I guess this technically could have been added to the other pile because Spelltacular came out. I have absolutely no plans on reading that. I read the original trilogy. I loved the original trilogy. I have finished it. A series with books that are still being published. The next one is coming out in January, and I'm so excited, is the Every Heart a Doorway series by Shauna McGuire. These are perfect, short, little novellas. I have read the first 9? There's 9 or 10 in the series. I've read them all. I'm gonna keep reading them. I love these. To be continued. Next, I have caught up on the Fourth Wing, currently trilogy, but it's going to be a 5-part series by Rebecca Yarros. I want to so bad say I'm done and put this in the I'm done section because I hated Iron Flame and I hated Onyx Storm, but man, if you're going to read Fourth Wing, just read Fourth Wing and then spoil yourself for the rest of the books because this book is so good, and then the rest of them are just like, well, I've committed myself to this, so yep, in the middle of this series, but also have caught up. And then last, the newest book was just announced recently. I'm very excited, but I am completely caught up in the ACOTAR series, A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Completely caught up. I've read them all. I'm ready for ACOTAR 6. When is the release date? I would like to know. So would I'm sure everyone else, but I'm completely caught up. Now let me drag over the massive pile of books in series that I have started and need to finish. This is a nice, big, beautiful pile. Okie dokie, so like I said, these are all books that I am in the middle of the series and need to complete. So this whole series of videos is essentially a internet reminder to myself. This is me holding myself accountable. Kristen, you need to finish these series, and in 2026, by golly, I will try my hardest, okay? First, we have Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. I just recently finished this. This is the start in the trilogy. I have both of the other books sitting next to me, which is a great reminder of, hey, you need to finish this trilogy. I know you just started it, but it's a trilogy. It's 2 more books. I love this. It's just like, it's the after Caraval. I need to finish this. This is a series I am finishing in 2025. I'm doing the same thing that I did with Hunger Games, where I read a book a month. I recently just read Heir of Fire, so in August I will be reading Queen of Shadows. In September, I'm doing the tandem read of Tower of Dawn and Empire of Storm, and then not in October, because I like to read all horror in October, but in November, I will be reading Kingdom of Ash. So I will be finishing the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas this year. I can't wait. Like I said, I just finished Heir of Fire, and I'm chomping at the bit to complete this series. It is absolutely fantastic. It is about Selena, who is an assassin, and she loves her kingdom very much, and I love her too. Anyway, I will be finishing this series this year, and I can't wait for the next series check-in to tell you about it. Another series that I have just read the first book of and need to continue, this is the Crowns of Nyaxia series. This is The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. I thought this was originally a duology, but I have now since seen there's a novella in between, which I have the novella and the second book, but now there's other books coming out. I'm not quite sure. I need to re-educate myself on the whole scenario in this series, but I have read the first book. I really enjoyed it. It's like vampires and trials, and it's really great. And I remember pretty much all of this. I just need to keep going. Another book that I just read the start of, and I am itching, chomping at the bit to finish this series, and this is like an 8-book series as well, but I just started Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinniman. Again, I have the second, if not all of the books in most of these series already on hand. I need to keep going. I love Dungeon Crawler Carl. I gave this one 5 stars, so I don't know, I just need to keep going. The next one is called Carl's Doomsday Scenario, and it's like a video game. It's like reading a video game. It's so fun. I need to keep going. A fun little mystery YA series that I started recently is Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. I loved this one. It's very much so like you're solving a mystery and it's fun. It's like being a detective, and I have the second one already. It's called The Vanishing Stair. I just need to read them. These are so fast and quick and easy to read. I just need to read them. Another series that I need to continue is the Finlay Donovan series. I have read the first 3. I own the 4th, and then I always wait until they come out in paperback, so technically I do have to wait a full year once they get released to get the paperback version. So I know the 5th is out, but I have to wait. But I love these. These are a fun, cozy mystery, which I know I was just talking crap about cozy mysteries. I really like Finlay, so like I need to keep going with this. And technically with this book, I only have one I need to read, so like why am I not doing this, you know? Same with this one, the Vera Wong series. This is Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers by Jessie Q. Sutanto. This is a fun little cozy mystery series about Vera Wong's trying to solve murder. She's fantastic. There's only one book left in this series that has been released. I don't know what the trajectory of this series is, if they plan on doing a bunch of them, but I have the other one. Why don't I just read it? Now, this is a series that I'm not quite sure if I'm going to continue, but I have the second book, and I think I will determine that after reading the second book. This is the Dial A for Auntie series, also by Jessie Q. Sutanto. I found this book to be just fine, but I do have 4 aunties in a wedding, so I think I need to read that to really like see if I want to continue with this like series or not. I think it might be a trilogy. I'm not too sure, but it's another kind of like cozy, fun detective mystery series. Now this trilogy, I am so excited to continue. This is the That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon by Kimberly Lemming. This is a very like spicy, fun, almost cozy fantasy-esque series. The next book I have it here is called That Time I Got Drunk and Yeeted a Love Potion at a Werewolf. I think these titles are just so fun, and this book was so fun and romantic and cute, and I just really loved it. And there actually wasn't as much spice as I expected, but I need to continue with this series because I had such a great time with this book. No. I know I'm gonna get a bunch of comments being like, you need to continue this right away, and I will, but I did read Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. I have the entire series. I know I need to keep going because I know this book was so good. I think I gave this a 4 or 5. I really loved it, and I know I need to continue with the Magnolia Parks series. It is like Gossip Girl. It is so good. I had such a great time with it. I say that about all of these, and then I'm like, but why didn't I continue? It's because I keep going with other series. Clearly, I just continue with other series. This book is another one that I'm not quite sure if I'm going to continue, but I do have the second book, so I think after I read that, I will assess if I want to continue. Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. I have Bookshops and Bone Dust. I really liked this. This is a nice little cozy fantasy, but it has a little bit, well, I don't even want to say it has a little bit more plot than The Spell Shop, but I think I just cared more about these characters than I do about the characters in The Spell Shop. Again, I have the second book in this. I just need to read it and decide if I want to continue or not. This is like kind of, I do have a few interconnected standalones throughout here, and I would say this is one of those, but this is the Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. I have the second one in this, which is Tales from the Cafe. I feel these are interconnected standalones, but I do want to read them because I gave this 5 stars and I really loved it. It's just a matter of like, these are really great pick-me-ups when I'm feeling bad. So I don't know, like Tales from the Cafe, I'll pick it up, I guess, when I'm going through a moment, but I need to keep reading these. They're really great. Another book that I read this year that I need to continue in the series, the newest book just came out. This is How to Become the Dark Lord and Die Trying by Django Wexler. I had a great time with this one. This one also reads like a video game. It's very fun, and the ending ended on a cliffhanger. I have the second book. Everybody wants to rule the world except me, and I need to keep going. There's only like, here's the thing, a lot of these only have like 1 or 2 left. So it's like, why don't I just take the time? But I have a video concept idea that I'm going to start in 2026. So just hold on till the end. I'll talk about it there. Another book that I read and I think gave 4 or 5 stars too, that is a trilogy, is the Emily Wilde trilogy. This is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. I have the second book already, Map of the Other Lands. I really enjoyed this one. I need to keep it going. Another book that is a part of an interconnected standalone is the Abby Jimenez Part of Your World. I read this one this year as well, gave it 5 stars, absolutely adored it. I have the other 2. I think it's the first, there's 3. It's like a trilogy of interconnected standalones, and then she started another one. I loved this, so I definitely need to read the other ones. The second book for this one just recently came out. I don't own it quite yet, but that is the Bless Your Heart series, I guess, from Lindy Ryan, about 4 women that own a funeral home and deal with vampires. I really liked this one. It was like a cozy horror. I need to read the second one. Now, this is a series that if you asked me 2 months ago, it would have been in my I don't plan on continuing pile, but something about the ending just really stuck with me and I needed to continue it, and it's the My Heart is a Chainsaw series from Stephen Graham Jones. This is a trilogy. It's the Indian Lake trilogy. The first like 75% of this book was just fine, and then the ending was so crazy that I was obsessed with it that I recently just purchased the second book because I kind of need to know what happens. Another, I think this is a trilogy that I need to finish because I only read the first book, is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. I really had a good time with this. It's a YA mystery. I seem to really like the YA mystery series. I just need to keep going with it, man. I really enjoyed it. I need to keep moving. And then the last 2 are interconnected standalones that I read the first book for. I have the second. I just need to keep going with them. Is Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. This is a part of the Maple Hills. I think there's 3. I have Wildfire, and then there's a new one called Daydream that I think came out last year. It's interconnected standalones about this college town, and it's romance, and it's very sweet and cute, and I just need to keep going with that one. Then last is the Chestnut Springs series. I have Flawless here from Elsie Silver. I've only read Flawless. I really enjoyed it. I have Heartless, I think is the second one, and I just need to keep going with this one as well. These are all of the books that I have started the series. Like, I am committed, I have started. I have a bunch of books back here on my TBR that are the start of a series, but we won't even talk about those unless I've started them, because this video could go on for hours because I have so many starts of a series as well. But this is basically me trying to hold myself accountable. I won't talk about the books I don't plan on continuing anymore. Obviously, if any of these are series that I don't plan on continuing, we'll chat about it in the next part of this video. This is me holding myself accountable, trying to get through as many series as possible. I think that is going to be one of my main goals for 2026 reading, is to get through as many series that I have started as possible. And I have a video series idea that I do plan to do to kind of keep up with that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there are any series that you see that I have started that you're like, Kristen, you need to finish this ASAP, let me know down below. I definitely will be trying to do so. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and nonetheless, go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.